Just a couple of weeks ago, Cardano was trading at around 12.5 cents with a 20-cent target and then a 25-cent target. And right now, as I start this video, Cardano trading at around 26 cents, up around 110% in the last 2 weeks. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit that subscribe and like on the way in. It means a lot. Let's jump into the Cardano video. Look at this, up 110%. Since this swing low around 12.5 cents, that was December 23rd. That is just nice looking on the charts. Let's just talk about that. But here's what's transpired. And let's start real quick, a clip from like 2 days ago. This stuff can happen very quickly. So the target to 25 cents, only around 25% away or so. That can happen in the very, very short term. So that was definitely in the short term. I mean, it happened in a matter of days, 20% plus move. We hit the target. It's there on the screen. But I want to talk about this. Like, what happens when we hit targets? And that's always kind of this thing that we have to have in our minds. Usually we anticipate resistance, right? Some type of consolidation. And just in those bullish environments, though, you could be ready for Cardano just to keep putting in crazy daily candles. But when we get into this vicinity, it's good to talk about some consolidation. What I want to talk about real quick, though, before we dig into that daily chart and kind of what to anticipate in the short term, I want to take a quick look at this. This is a weekly chart, and you can see this huge move on this weekly chart. So important for Cardano right now on the weekly. We broke this upper trend line, this rising wedge, breakout target 50% or 50 cents or so right here at the top of the screen. And we have another 50-cent target right here. Now, this was a break Cardano got in the end of May, right? So you can just see how some of these things take time. Cardano trading at around 6 cents then. Pretty interesting to think about that. It's almost a 10x from this break, and we're like getting there. So we're going to keep analyzing and watching these weekly charts, but it's stepping stones. It all starts here on the daily chart. So to the upside, here's this one area I'm looking for. If markets just keep getting overextended and just going crazy, I have this on this weekly chart, this yellow line right here, you see, 40 cents. Now that is a swing high. This is I might be more excited about that than 50 cents just because that is the first swing high. This is the first lower high into the bear market. And that was a tough time across all cryptos right around then. So I think it's pretty cool to envision Cardano breaking above that. And not only that, maybe potentially starting to see support above that. So yeah, 50 cents is in play from a target perspective, pattern perspective, two patterns actually, the rising wedge, the falling channel, the huge falling channel that you see right here. But that 40 cent area, man, that would be very nice to break for Cardano. And right now, just to give you an idea, that's a 50% plus move for Cardano. So that's what we're looking at to the upside. But what I want to talk about is how did we get here, right? We have this ascending triangle, and this is going back to like September. Cardano made a break out of that around November, end of November, and we hit our target almost perfectly. Now, what happened when Cardano hit that target? We didn't have all of this charting here, right? None of this was happening. We didn't know what was going to happen, but we could anticipate, now that we hit the targets, we could anticipate structure, right? And what did form? It's very simple, structure. And we formed a symmetrical triangle, not only one, but two. A smaller one, right? Confluent with a larger one. The smaller one had a 20-cent target. We just hit that the other day. The larger one, right around 25 cents, we just hit and broke through that today. Now we hit a target similar to how we hit this target out of the ascending triangle. We're looking for structure. Are we going to get a symmetrical triangle, right? Something forming like this? Is it going to be a falling channel? What will that look like? Nobody knows, but we're going to start anticipating now. If you're like a profit taker and you're thinking about taking profit, you have to make those decisions when targets are hit. That's just the way it is. For me, I like targets hit because I like to be like, okay, now there's more of a reason for potential resistance, a potential dip. The dips are where it's at for me, especially in terms of Bitcoin, especially recently. 20% dips in the matter of like hours, minutes. So back to the Cardano chart, what could a dip look like? So let's let's kind of remove a couple of these lines, and this is what I'm watching for. It's very simple. It's a Fibonacci support area, and it will be the last swing low right here, not long ago, January 1st, to the current swing high, whether it be right where it is right now. If Cardano keeps going, it would have to be moved up a little bit, but let's just say there's immediate resistance right now, and Cardano just doesn't go any further, which me saying that could be very outdated very soon if this keeps going. So, but let's just, for the sake of this video, let's put resistance right here, and we have this support area now down here. It's a Fibonacci support for a throwback scenario, 19 cents down to around 17 cents, a little bit more than 17 cents. That's a big drop for Cardano, right? From where it is right now. We're looking at right around a 26% to 33% dip. If Bitcoin, it just did this. Bitcoin just did a 20% dip so quick. Bitcoin does something like that. Cardano could very easily just do a quick dip like that as well. Look at this dip from the other, the end of December to January right here. I mean, there's a 22% dip right there. Now, Cardano doesn't have to come all the way down to support. It could test it right around 19 cents, maybe a little bit higher. 20 cents is a key area now of support for Cardano. So that's potentially what a swing low could look like for Cardano. And it's not a bad thing. These consolidation areas are not a bad thing. People taking profits. It's volatile. Crypto markets are volatile. So just be ready for that. Now, I want to just look at Cardano BTC. Something interesting happening and playing out in the charts. It's obviously gotten just destroyed in the last, over the course of the last few years against Bitcoin, obviously. But I truly am anticipating altcoins in general to just make up some of that, right? I think it's really going to happen. It's been a story of lower highs and lower lows against Bitcoin. But I think that story might turn around, in the coming year. And so right now, Cardano testing a trend line that I'm very much watching. I think there's room to the upside. And I don't know what that room looks like in terms of, how strong of a move Cardano could make. But I'm watching this trend line to see if we can break it back above the 50 moving average, the blue line, and the 20-week moving average, the green line. Now, comparable to this is Ethereum. Ethereum has made some moves ahead of Cardano, and you can see Ethereum recently just broke above that 50-week moving average on Ethereum against Bitcoin. And currently, from that move, and actually from this lower trend line, or upper trend line, Ethereum is up right around 25%. So I truly think this is the beginning of not just Cardano, which we're tracking, and I think this might continue a strong move to the upside, but also Ethereum and other altcoins. Now, we have to watch for resistance. I don't know how Cardano on this weekly chart is going to interact with this trend line. I don't know, in terms of Bitcoin dominance, is Bitcoin getting ready to make a powerful move to 40,000 or something? If so, this is going to come back down in the short term, right, in the next few weeks or so. So be ready for that as well. But interesting chart to watch, and really interesting to watch this 20-week moving average, the 50-week moving average, and this trend line all confluent on Cardano right now. I saw this tweet. I just wanted to show that. I just retweeted it like right before I started this video recording. Cardano is just getting started, I said. And this was a retweet. Cardano Dan. I mean, what a good name. I mean, really good name. Cardano is 6.5% of Ethereum's market cap and about to release technology years ahead of Ethereum. You can't even imagine the upside for Cardano. So everybody, listen, I'm not a hater against Ethereum at all, but if you don't just, from a completely investment standpoint, see the opportunity of Cardano, IOHK, what they're building, right? The potential. And if you think institutional money, big money, isn't eventually just going to start pouring into Cardano, this top 10 crypto, you think it's just all going to just flood to Bitcoin nonstop. I just disagree with you. I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to sit here and try and convince you. It's a waste of time. I 100% just disagree with you. We are in an atmosphere, and I've said this for years. Investing in crypto is like investing in like pre-seed startups, and there's going to be a lot of winners. I really think there are, and I think Cardano is one of them. And we're the investors, right? We're like those VCs in the pre-seed stage of a startup, right? And Cardano, I think, is going to attract some institutional money. And I think things are going to get really crazy when you start seeing implementation of the Cardano network. So those are my thoughts. This is what I'm watching for Cardano. Wanted to just do an update because it's been moving. Appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.